Hi, I'm Valentina Rivera Guzman, and welcome to my office. This is Skyhawk 8 Tango, Quebec, and this is where I spend most of my days. I am a CFII, and I've been working out of Austin, Texas at Final Approach Aviation for about a year now, and my gosh, have I been so grateful to be a CFI. I have not only been able to teach people my passion for aviation, but also I have been able to learn so much from my students, from the plane, from the environment. It is a constant learning every day, and I am so grateful for that. I would say my students will describe me as a very positive, adaptable, energetic, sometimes strict CFI, but I'm only strict because I want all of us to be safe, and I want them to have safe habits throughout their learning curve when they're trying to get their private pilot or instrument or commercial. I think that those habits are very much blended into, trusting the checklist and also backing it up. I know we have flows and those are great, but also just having that checklist as a backup, because we are humans and we could make mistakes. That's why we have that checklist there. Also, being very, very much ahead of the plane is another very important safety net for me. Checking the weather before we go and making that go, no-go decision. Doing that walk around for the pre-flight, making sure that everything is good to go, nothing was missed. And having a really good run up, and if something is not looking good or within the limitations, then okay, let's make the call of going back to the ramp. And even throughout the flight, having that that hawk eye of just looking at all your instruments and making sure your engine indicators are still in the green, there's no change there, making sure that your voltmeter is still good and you're still getting that power charge. Making sure all of your instruments are also good in case you need to, make a call of maybe having to go back to the airport, or if something worse, God forbid, having to do a forced landing. But again, that's just me being on worst case scenario in my head, not scaring or frightening my students, just thinking, okay, if something were to happen right now, what would I do? Where would I put the plane down? And that's just a safety net that I've created for myself, and also because I want to ensure the safety of my student as well. Currently, I am working on, trying to further my career, so I need to get my multi-engine. Hopefully by the end of June, I will be good to go with that, and I'm hoping the HART Flying Foundation helps me with that, because, I think I can speak for a lot of pilots. It is an expensive career, and I myself have survived with loans and also having a good use of my credit card. So the help of a scholarship is way more than gratefully appreciated. I think I see myself as this will be a little bit of an unpopular opinion, but I don't want to go to the airlines. I want to be either a corporate pilot, a med evac, or a cargo pilot. And I know that is very unpopular, but I still think that those are very cool aviation jobs that are not your normal aviation job per se. I still want mostly my girl students, because it is a male dominated field, so most of my students are males. But I want to be an inspiration to all my students, especially my female students, because the numbers are a little bit low out there as far as they have been coming up. But I just want to be an inspiration for them. I want them to be like, oh, if Val's doing it, I can do it too. Also, I have been so lucky to have amazing mentors and amazing coworkers throughout my aviation career that have supported me and guided me through my obstacles, downfalls, even my really good times as well. So I'm very grateful to them, and I hope that as of right now, since I am a CFI, I am being that person to my students as well. I come to work and I want to be the best CFI that I am, so they can get done with their rating or their license as fast, efficiently, and low cost as we can do that for them. because it is an expensive career. I don't know what I would answer to you if you asked me what else I would want to do besides a pilot. I have been around aviation my whole career, but I do know that it gets tough sometimes, and I don't know if you've heard about the lighthouse theory, but basically a lighthouse is a beacon and a light for sailors to find their way home, even when there's foggy conditions or when there's bad weather. And I try to apply that theory to my life, in my professional and my personal life as well. I want to be a light for my students. I want to be a light for my coworkers. I want to be a light for the people, my friends, family around me. And I am a giver. I love to help people. And that's why I love being a CFI. It's because I get to share my passion for aviation to my students. So with that being said, I also want to thank the HART Flying Foundation for selecting me as their finalist in the round 2. And I want to thank you guys for your time. And I hope everybody has a great day and clear skies.